Hey everyone, welcome back to Kim Possible. I'm sorry, I wish that I could, I could introduce videos not awkwardly, but it always feels so weird. Maybe I should just, like, jump right into saying things and not even bother acknowledging that it's the beginning of a new video. Maybe that would be more cool and edgy of me, or whatever. I don't know. Or at least, maybe I should spice it up. I feel like I've been saying hello everyone, or hi everyone, at the beginning of every video for, like, a good, 200 videos now, so I think, maybe next time I'll brainstorm some good, openers, some good opening lines, and, we'll try them out, and we'll see which ones stick. Anyway, yeah, Kim and Shego are now teaming up to take down the big plane thing. I had a lot of fun with this level, and I know that because I, did this gameplay about 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I don't have the, gameplay of this LP as, you know, thoroughly backlogged. Like, I haven't pre-recorded as much of it as I have for LEGO Star Wars, probably because I'm new to this game, and so, like, when I'm recording LEGO Star Wars, I just feel like playing for longer because it's a game I've played a billion times and I want to get to the fun parts that I enjoy. But I had a lot of fun with this level. I think the, you know, the challenge is, you know, there, but not, like, crazy, and, you know, like a fairly good step up from the last one, and I don't know, it's fun. The switch back and forth between Shego and Kim is really cool in this one. I don't know, I just enjoyed it. I was you know, was having fun with it. I think I'm getting better at the game as I'm playing it, which is a rare feeling for me, as many of you know. So yeah, just a cool old time. I mean, I still made plenty of fuck-ups, and I did edit some of them, because as you'll see, this is already a little bit longer than the other, Kim Possible videos so far, even with the editing. Because this one has a lot more, I won't say branching paths, but it has a lot more, like, readily noticeable and available, like, alternate paths that you can ignore, but that I, like, tried to go out of my way to explore. I'm the kind of person that I like to try to get everything, or I like to try to get as much as I possibly can in the first run through a level of most games. Just so I don't have to, you know, worry about it when going back through it if I do that. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know everything that I'm looking for, and I mean, even with here, I think I, you know, pretty thoroughly go through the level here, but I still don't get all 150 of the PDA things, or the beepers. I think I should call them beepers. That's a funnier word. I'm also not always immediately aware of, like, how exactly you get to the different paths, because, like here, I don't know, I had to, like, notice that there's a breakable door on that one side and everything, so blah blah blah. I have a little story, and it's kind of an embarrassing one, that I think I said on stream once, because it's easier to say things that are kind of, like, embarrassing, or, like, say opinions that are, like, a little dumb, or that I'm not, like, completely confident in on stream, because, you know, it's a longer thing, it gets lost in the sauce, not everyone watches it. It's just kind of an in-the-moment thing. I don't know. Not to say that I'm like bullshitting in all of my streams necessarily, but like about everything, but you know what I mean. It's just a different vibe. But anyway, I believe this is the first time I've told this story in a video, and I have not done so because it makes me look stupid, even though I was a small child. But so this was in like 3rd or 4th grade, and the reason that I want to tell this story is because I think it was the last time that I watched a significant amount of Kim Possible, like in a sitting, because I was having a sleepover at my friend's house. I'm going to not say his name in the interest of not revealing my myself, and also just for his privacy or whatever, and I just don't want to. But anyway, we had a sleepover at his house, and we were sleeping on this big air mattress on the floor in the living room so that we could watch TV and, you know, hang out. And there was an all-day Kim Possible marathon on, and I do not remember why. I don't know if it was like some big event or anything, and I mean that we didn't like plan our sleepover around the Kim Possible marathon, but like that ended up happening. And I remember actually being surprised when he just like unabashedly loved Kim Possible, because he was one of those friends who, not in any like really malicious way, but would rib me for a lot of my you know, my less traditionally masculine interests that I had as a kid. And so it just surprised me that he was like, Kim Possible is fucking amazing. So I was excited, and we watched a bunch of it because it was an all-day thing, and we started watching it when we had dinner, and then we stayed up until like 2 or 3 in the morning watching Kim Possible. And I believe that they were in like airing order, it seemed. Anyway, long story short, so other important context is that my friend had a dog, and I don't remember what kind of dog it was. It was like a... Is it weird to call a dog blonde-haired? That's what it looks like. It was yellow or whatever. The dog was very mean to me, and pretty much anybody who wasn't in my friend's immediate family. She would, bite and growl and jump on you, and just was very irritable and excitable, and and it didn't seem always like playful necessarily, because she was like a kind of disturbed from previous owners, and was something of a guard dog, treated by them as a guard dog. And so and I was very small, and at the time was a lot less comfortable around dogs. And I think the reason is because a bunch of my friends had really aggressive and poorly trained dogs, and they weren't like little puppies who were being cute. Like right now, Liv's parents, they have a new puppy that they got. It was born in July, and they got it like a month after that. And it's a little Sheltie, and it's a baby, so it'll bite you and it'll freak out and do crazy shit, but it's because it's a baby, and it's doing puppy stuff, and it's just trying to play, and you can tell that it likes you, but you could tell this dog did not like people, like most of them, including me. And I had a lot of friends with dogs like that, and I guess that's why I wasn't like in love with dogs as much as everyone when I was a kid, because every dog I knew was a fucking asshole. Same with my cousin's dogs. Like every time I had to stay with my cousin, their dog would just spend the whole time barking at everything, and like growling at everything, and growling at me, and like wanting to like jump up on my face. Like it fucking sucked. But now I know lots of good dogs, and people who actually know how to take care of their fucking pets. So anyway, but this dog was in the room, and my friend was asleep, and it was late at night, and I couldn't sleep because I had to piss. That was an excellent move by me. I had to pee really bad, and the bathroom was in the other like part of the house. And the dog was on the couch across from the air mattress, and every time I, as much as like sat up or moved a little bit, the dog would wake up, put its head up, and do like a low growl while looking at me. And then when I started like actually trying to get out of the air mattress, the dog was like, I could tell, fully ready to like bark at me and fuck with me. And I was like, I don't want to do that. And I was honestly concerned that I would like piss in my pants if I got up, and the dog started attacking me, as it is often wont to do. And that's ironic that was my concern, because long story short, it was getting to like 5:30, and I still hadn't gone to sleep, and I was like, my bladder was about to burst, and so I just pissed in my pants. And and that was it. And I couldn't go to sleep after that. And then at 6, his dad woke up. My friend's dad woke up to go to work, and took the dog outside. And I pretended to be asleep when he was in the room, and he took the dog outside. And I took that opportunity to pretend to be waking up, go to the bathroom, pretend to pee, and then change my underpants. Which I had brought a change of underpants because it was an overnight visit, so, you know, you bring a change of clothes, you know, I was going to shower and everything. But yeah, so that's, like, one of the dumbest things that I've ever done, probably. I probably could have just dealt with the dog jumping on me and made it to the bathroom and just felt like a moron, but instead I pissed myself and felt way smarter. But I assure you that's pretty much the only time that has happened. I say pretty much because, I mean, it may have happened when I was like 2, but yeah. Anyway, I don't know if this is how you're supposed to get this. It's a little stupid, but those little blows landed, so I knew you could do it, and it only takes 3 kicks to kick down the door, so... and you just gotta, like, jump away from the ledge and then jump back and then hit it like that, and it worked, so bada bing, bada boom. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, but I fucking did it, so there you go.
Silent but dangerous. You can't sneak up on me.
Okay, I was picking up all of the shit that I dropped on the floor, the stuff that I was twiddling around in my hands as I was telling that story, and then dropping and not wanting to pick up. And I still didn't find one of them. I was playing around with a hair tie that I had around my wrist, and now I cannot see it. I love how things just fall on the floor and disappear. Like, they fall straight down from my hand, and then when I, like, back up to look at the ground where it would have fallen, is nothing. The carpet just becomes a fucking black hole for anything that I'm holding. And then, you know, I'll scour the entire floor, like the entire room, and then I'll come back and it'll be like a foot away from where I was looking. I fucking hate everything. People who have noted, like in streams, who have noted my my like fiddliness, they've always said that I should get like a fidget spinner, and I actually did used to have a couple of those, and they didn't really help because they're not... That's not the kind of thing that I want to be doing. Like, I don't want to just spin a thing, even though it is, like, satisfying and whatever. The thing that I like a little bit better is, are those, like, I think they're called fidget cubes. They have, like a button and, like, a wheel, like a scrolly wheel thing, stuff like that. Those are a little bit better for me. I used to work, when I worked at summer camps, we had a bunch of, like, fidget shit and things like that around the office, so I could always do those. But I don't know, I usually have a pen or something. But whatever. Anyway, we're still hopping around. This getting up here is kind of a pain in the ass, because you really just have to use the grappling hook from the top to get it. I don't think you can get it from that pole. Speaking of stuff that me and that friend did, though, the thing that we would often do when I was over at his house, which was very often because I carpooled with him, and so I would stay at his house until my mom got home from work. We would pretend to make movies, but we didn't have a camera or anything, so we would just act them out, and we would just say, to each other, like, let's pretend that this is happening, and then we would just like make up lines on the spot. And because of, like, my friend was the kind of person who was watching, like, adult movie, not like porn, but like movies not explicitly for children when he was that young age. I think it was mostly because of his older brother. And I wasn't. Like, he loved war movies, and I hated war movies, but alas, we would pretend to be making a war movie. So I think we did one on all the major American wars, which was really funny to think about now because we knew like jack dick about any of it. My favorite of the ones we did, my two favorite ideas that we came up with was a movie, like an epic based on Oregon Trail, the game, which I still would make. Like, I think you could make a pretty good Oregon Trail movie, but in the meantime, a decent stand-in for that is the movie Meek's Cutoff by Kelly Reichardt, which is great, and you should check it out. But still, I would love to make an Oregon Trail movie. I think it's one of several video games that I could make a decent... If you really gave me the time and paid me money, I could write a pretty decent script for a movie based on it. I also would love to make a Donkey Kong movie and a Wario movie, but I feel like my Wario idea, not that I have like a big one, but like the kind of vibe that I'm thinking of, I don't know if they would ever let me do that. They being the movie gods, not Nintendo. The other thing, the other movie idea that I really liked was one where my friend, who was much like bigger and taller than me, played Arnold Schwarzenegger, and I played Steve Zahn. Don't ask me why Steve Zahn. Like, I think he and I may have been the only 8-year-olds who know who that is. But, like, he was in stuff we'd seen, and we thought that he was just, like, a kind of funny, like, he would be, like, a weird, scrawny, like, foil to Arnold Schwarzenegger. And so it was like, it was basically like Rush Hour, Lethal Weapon kind of buddy cop comedy kind of action thing. And honestly, I would see that. I would still see that now, even though Arnold Schwarzenegger is like 82 years old, but, yeah. Also, you know what? I don't want to get too into the weeds with this, but, I think that from a purely, like, winning elections perspective, I think the Democrats need to lean into the whole celebrity politics thing and start running some celebrities, and I honestly think that Schwarzenegger would be a good one. Not necessarily for president, but he could be... I honestly think he might even be a better governor of California again, or, like, senator from California than the current people there. I don't remember why I was having this thought recently, but I was thinking about it, and I don't know, I think he could be good. I also think Dwayne Johnson, he's been talking about running for president forever, and I think he should do it next time. Only because I just want to see if he would win, because I think if he really put the work in, I think he would have a shot. I also think Jesse Ventura should run on the Green Party ticket. I think he would win. I think it would be a formidable third party. Not that he would, like, win... I don't even know if he would win a whole state. That's never happened. But it would be funny, so... and cool. And he's genuinely, like, you know... has a lot of points of appeal that would work well for him. Anyways, yeah, that's the kind of stuff that we made. I remember we also came up with an idea for a show about a, like, elementary school version of George W. Bush, and then we found out that that already exists. I think ours would have been funnier. The art style, when we were drawing the characters, for some reason, the art style was very much reminiscent of the show Puka, if anyone knows of that. I'm not going to attempt to explain what Puka is. It's about a noodle woman who is in love with a ninja, but I don't really know how to explain, how to, like, describe the art style. But that's kind of what we were going for. He's also the one who introduced me to a lot of the early YouTube shit that I knew about as a kid, so shout out to that friend. Lots of good times.